Hi, you guys. Welcome back to my channel. I have an update for you. You might hear my children playing in the background, and you might hear one of their favorite TV shows as well. But today we have an update from Miss Bree Powers, and this situation kind of blew up, at least as far as I'm aware, because of some videos that were circling between a young man who was trying to get a date with this girl. He showed up, and things did not go according to plan, and it just kind of unraveled, not even due to him, but there were other people that came forward with their experiences with Bree Powers, and they were quite negative to say the least. If you want to check out my videos that are about that, I will have them linked throughout this video, or you can just search them on my channel. So last year, if you remember, she went to jail. I did watch her for her competency hearing. I didn't realize how slow it was going to be. There were so many people who went before her. I was on there for so long waiting to see her, kind of like see her mannerisms and how she's handling things. That was really interesting to watch. And please do not go harass or get sassy with her on her social media. None of that. I still really hope that she can heal from whatever is going on. That is clearly very serious of what she was dealing with, at least last year. And yesterday, I thought I would just look up her account and see how she's doing. So I came across this photo. Now, I don't get the idea that this is a brand new photo. And this is from her strawberry blonde underscore underscore account. She has several. And then I went to go look at her links, and I don't remember if I went over her links in one of my other videos about her, but she has whatever version of a link tree in her profile. And one of the ones that I don't even remember this existing really. It could have been from before, but empower foster kids and survivors with Bree and $85,000 as a goal. I don't think I need to be the one to kick off the conversation on children in foster care needing better care and better and more resources. But I think what's interesting is the $85,000 goal. I would kind of expect a monetary amount this big from like a major celebrity. And then why couldn't they just donate that money themselves? But I would kind of expect that from someone with a huge following. Bree Powers doesn't have that big of a following for this number to make sense. So right away, I'm like, hmm, okay, and 0%. So nobody's donated. So this is the description. Unity Crew Foundation is a nonprofit program. It's a mentorship program providing free education to adults, foster kids, and domestic violence victims or sex traffic victims. Unity Crew Foundation is not a 501c3, but Unity Crew could become a 501c3. Not giving me the warm fuzzies. Self-made Utah foster kid Bree Powers, who passed the normalcy law for foster kids at just 17 years old in the state of Utah, runs and coordinates this program. Did she write this herself too? Because this has the same very disorganized language as she does when she's physically speaking. And also, she didn't pass any law. She's not a member of Congress. She understands the needs of young women and men that I've been through trauma. So $85,000 is a big goal when we have disorganized language and basic grammatical errors. And I'm not someone who's like, you made a grammatical error. You're so stupid. But it's just kind of like, let's run that through like a Word document and just check for some of those things first when you're having such a big goal. She's also diagnosed with ADHD, so she's understanding of learning disabilities. Well, she's understanding of one. She brings perspective to the youth life as a young lady whom had her foster parents throw out all her stuff on the front lawn the moment she became a legal adult. She's self-made and has had to go through many hard trials so she could be able to share her experience with others and help others get through their hardships. Brianna has been struggling with since she was a child when her parents passed. Yeah, she's here and she fights every single day to make herself better, to make the world a better place for everybody. I think even if she didn't want to run it through a Word document herself for basic errors, she could send it to a friend and have them proofread it. And I think that would also be a step up. But I think when you're asking for so much money and you have an unending amount of errors, in this description, it doesn't give the warm fuzzies, and it wouldn't make me want to donate to this. I would be like, ah, I see some errors. And then I'm thinking, what other errors could be at play? Is this a place I trust to send my money that I really think it's going to go where it needs to go? No. And also based on Bree's past behavior, I personally I wouldn't. And then she posted this on her TikTok. This is from the account Bree Powers Receipts TikTok. And it says how I used to live before the internet trolls ruined it. And it looks like this might be the same outfit that I had given my commentary on in one of the past videos. I believe when she was getting her stuff out of her space where she was doing her professional work. There's no music. It's just her silently making whatever this drink is. I don't know what's in her ice cubes. Maybe it's tea or something. That might be delicious. I'm not really sure what's in there. And she's just quietly making this. I don't know if she meant to put sound over it or music or like, words and somebody's just doing something in the background. It's a bit awkward, but that's okay. A lot of my short form content was just as awkward, if not more awkward. Oh, so she's making Mio ice cubes. Okay, that's an idea. Okay, now we're spraying stuff around. She's on a mission. Is this like a reset video? I've seen people do like little reset videos, but it just looks like she made her water and now she's spraying stuff in the air. Somebody coming over? Somebody coming to work? Is that a room spray or is that a cleaner spray? That looks like the Myers brand stuff. And this is in her old space. Yep. Okay. Why are we posing with the cleaner? Okay, and so now we're cleaning the counter. So yeah, this is how she used to live her life. But it's interesting that a lot of her stuff, at least from what I saw, was not her interacting with clients. Like those videos do exist, but a majority of it was her by herself. And then again, when things blew up, like her explanations that were very discombobulated, to say the least, with multiple people, not this sort of content. And is this what you're doing every day? What are we supposed to get from this video? I don't really know. I don't know if I've ever really followed what she's wanted the audience to get from her videos, other than she feels like she's genuinely the victim in some way.
Guys, I have a potential female cash buyer investor for my business. She's a mom of children my age, actually, and I'm really excited to meet her. She's running a little bit late, but she said she's parking, and I'll have to see her soon.
How did that interaction go? I don't have high hopes, simply based on her behavior that she demonstrated online.
Let you guys know how it goes. So I just met my potential buyer.
A buyer or an investor?
She was so cute. She showed up right here with her son in a little banana outfit. She was adorable. Um, anyways, it sounds like our visions align. It sounds like we have pretty much the same visions. She has another third party interested also as well that also does modeling, TV, online influencing, things like that. So we will see what happens. Uh, whether she's going to be a full buyout, whether she buys out this whole unit, the whole space, or if she buys into a partnership. But yeah, I'll let you guys know how that goes. But I still have a lot of other things that are going on as well.
And we also have this one, and this one is from her Unity Mafia TikTok account. And she's again in the old space. So this leads me to believe this is from before she got kicked out.
Welcome to another daily life of Bree. A day where I have to wake up, another day where I have to wake up real early for court, and I have to go and fish for hospital records from over 6 years ago to show a bunch of people on the internet that I'm not lying. Oh my goodness. So great. Oh, and
You can have all the receipts you want, but I feel like if you've been on the internet long enough, you've probably seen like non-receipts or like negative receipts where somebody's trying to like show the receipt and it's actually showing how they did something wrong. Or they show you a text message thread that has almost nothing to do with what they're trying to talk about and defend themselves about. And so Bree Powers, a lot of her receipts don't match up or don't make a bit of sense. And when she tries to explain them, and again, you can look at my old videos or you can check her content out, please don't interact with her. Please, please don't. It's very hard to follow, and it's very hard to follow because we don't know these people. I'm assuming if you're watching this, you probably don't know her. And the people who have been involved with her. So it's really hard to put it all together and to make sense because the way she explains it is it's impossible. So I can't imagine being in a court with this woman, like as the judge, not that I could ever, but like I can't imagine being the judge and trying to follow this and see trying to decipher who's in the right, who's in the wrong when she interrupts a lot, even in court. She like won't take no for an answer. I don't feel hopeful that these amounted to anything because again, it seems like this is from before. So obviously this didn't work in her favor.
There's this. Oh, just another day of landlord harassment. Just a big, you know, um, what's that called? Tractor parked in my parking spot? Like, I have no idea, but the city better come get their property out of my parking spot. That's for sure.
Okay, and then on her Instagram, I saw this post, and I'm going to read the caption for you. She posted like this caption with a very old photo way, way, way before. I just spent the last 7.5 months in jail for practicing my freedom of speech. For screaming at my ex, I testify for his R-word victim. While sitting in my car, his own friend caught him in the act. There's DNA evidence against him. They dropped a 2.5-year pending R-word case against a non-US citizen, putting multiples or more women in danger, all because of people's hate for me. I will be avenged. Karma will do her job. Okay, this isn't Lord of the Rings. This is real life. All right. The truth always comes out. This time, I promise I'll be selfish. I pass laws for foster kids, and as soon as I win my trial, I'll pass laws for not just women's rights, but for the unconstitutional jail system as well. Okay. And then she posts this. This looks like a Google search, and I said Utah was voted dead last 8 years in a row for women's equality, and y'all thought I wasn't serious. Okay. I think there's probably multiple facets. Did it sink down when I was talking? I think there's probably multiple facets and multiple reasons for that, not just you being held accountable for poor behavior. And then she posted some photos that again are really old. You can do whatever you want with your social media. It's just people are gonna notice. So hashtag 21 first birthday. What why are we posting these old ass photos? And then yoga in the park. I don't know if she's trying to make it seem like these are brand new photos. And again, I could always be wrong here. Gym photos. I think it's really interesting. And everyone in Utah, please beware if you are in the dating game. Please beware if you are seeking a relationship on dating apps because of that poor guy that came across her. He was really weird. Say what you want, but that's my opinion. I think he was a little weird, but I don't think that him being weird or really anything he did made him deserve the way he got treated by Bree Powers. So stay safe out there, Utah. Stay safe. If you guys like this video, give it a little likesy poo. If you have commentary to share with the class, leave that down below and make sure you're subscribed so you get to see all of my videos. Thank you guys again, and I will see you in the next one.